And welcome to Dwyer Arena again. I'm Nick Wojton for the Niagara Gazette, again alongside Coach Dave Burkholder for the Niagara University Purple Eagles men hockey team. Coach, let's get right into it. Let's talk last weekend against Cornell. Another case of you guys performing well on a Friday, but Saturday against a tough opponent again. Kind of wheels fell off a little bit. So talk about that weekend. Of course, the 3-2 loss in overtime here, and then in Ithaca, the 4-0 loss on Saturday to Cornell.
Yeah, starting with Friday night, I thought it's one of the better efforts we've had in maybe over a year. I just liked our energy, our passion level, and we matched. And I thought most of the night exceeded Cornell's energy and passion. So, unfortunately, it's a heartbreaking loss in overtime on home ice, and the way it happened, it was a defensive zone breakdown on our part, and a good team like Cornell is going to capitalize, and it happened. And then Saturday night, I really have to tip my hat to Cornell. It was their home opener, sold out, raffling off jerseys. It was a tough environment. And they were way more assertive, way more aggressive, and the better team Saturday. And again, we fell behind 2-0 after one, and we just never fought back. It was a tough environment against a real tough Cornell team.
Coach, I'm moving forward. We have another big name program. I know we've talked about before. You're excited to play Cornell. Now we're playing Penn State again. Penn State here on Friday at Dwyer. Just for you folks at home, they're 4-2-1. That's Penn State. This is their second game of the season. They did play Canisius. I thought it was worth mentioning. They did beat Canisius 6-1 for all the Niagara fans out there. I'm sure they're glad to hear that. And then as far as mutual opponents are concerned, you guys lost 5-2 to St. Lawrence, Coach. They tied them and also lost to them 4-2. So if you could talk about Penn State, Coach, just the style of game they like to play and what you're expecting from them.
Well, it's obviously a big deal to have Penn State and that name coming to our campus, and a Big Ten team. That's one of the best conferences in the country. Yes, they tied St. Lawrence, but they outshot St. Lawrence 52-20. So they're a very fast, skilled team, and they play at a high pace, and they like to run and gun. So, for us to have any success, we're going to have to finish all our checks and make it tough, clog up the neutral zone, so that you can stop a team that lives off the transition, lives off the rush.
And Coach, maybe sort of some awkward, weird news for you guys, if you will. You guys, as I said at the beginning of the video, on Friday nights you guys are performing great. Saturday nights, wheels might fall off a little bit, but you guys only have that one game to worry about this weekend. So is there any difference that you guys are going to approach this weekend, or are you just still one game at a time?
Well, one game at a time, but you're right. There's a little bit of a pattern being formed here. Some of it you have to look back at. We've played at 4 of our opponents are in the top 20 in St. Lawrence, Clarkson, and Robert Morris. I think Cornell's going to be a really good team when it's all said and done this year. So, but no, we've been a different team on Saturday. So when we have a single game, there's nothing to save it for. So there should be a ton of energy from our guys on a Friday, knowing that this is it for you've prepared all week for a one-gamer. So I'm real excited to see our passion and energy level Friday.
And of course, Coach, just talking season preview earlier this year, we talked about the injury bug last year, kind of beat you guys. Is there any concern at all that maybe that's coming back a little bit into your guys' mind again? You got a few guys out now, maybe heading up a little bit, or what's your take on that, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's part of the game. Every team in the nation is going to go through this. Unfortunately, it's happening. Hopefully, this is it. But yeah, we've got some key guys that are dinged up and probably not going to play. But other than that, it's giving some young players, some sophomores and freshmen that maybe might not have played, that are getting some key experience, valuable playing time. So I think, once January and February roll around, we're going to be a really deep and good team.